What's up, ass faces? Welcome back to Lab Session 28, episode 28, Bet with Juice. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Wednesday afternoon. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. I know I am. I am still absolutely full from lunch today, and it's 4 o'clock. Go get you some Sabatinos, pizza, pasta, and wings. Say it again. Sabatino's Pizza, Pasta, and Wings, located off Dune Palms and 111 in La Quinta, across that big ass Chick fil A. Eat more pizza, less chicken. I got me a date night pizza in the oven, ready to go when I watch the Dodgers beat on the Rockies tonight. Shohei the Unicorn is on the mound. But before we get to that, we got to go over the slate today. We got to go over the slips from yesterday. Oh boy, did we have a night. Did we have a night? We went 2 for 4 on the main slip. Trey Turner, one stolen base, got it in his second at bat, gets on base, stills against Mitch Garver, who I told you guys was complete garbage yesterday. All right, he greened out for us in the second at bat. Mike Talkman, if I would have known he was going to have the game of all games, we would have taken his 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and not the walk against Bryce Elder. The game was 11-10. Hey, Talkman, he had a great game. Okay, he had a single, I believe a double. I think he scored, but guess what? He didn't get a walk. I think Miguel Vargas got a walk. Who would have known, right? Mike Jastrzemski with 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He did get a solo shot in his third at bat. Guy's a stud, playing for the Royals now. I love him on that team. It's almost automatic every time we take him. Ramon Laureano, time to go on the ban list, kid. He started off okay. We needed 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Could not get it done on the main slip. Like I said, 2 for 4. But the most frustrating thing was the gut slip last night. 5-4-6. It hurts to look at, boys. It hurts to look at. Everything is so greened out. You guys know what green looks like. Alec Burleson, 1.5 bases. Jake Irvin, 4.5 hits allowed. Tariq Skubal, 5.5 strikeouts. He had 10 of them. 10! We could have left Chandler Simpson off this thing. Jacob Lopez, 5.5 strikeouts. He had 8. Like I said, we could have left Chandler Simpson off this slip, which is the next gentleman, for 1 stolen base. Against Ben Rice. Mind you, they lost 13-3. What's up, Butter? You see me recording. Oh, he wants a pup cup. He wants a pup cup. Chandler Simpson, he was on base. We had a shot at it. Couldn't get it done. Gavin Lux, my guy, former Dodger, 1.5 bases, got it done for us. Like I said, 5-for-6 on the gut slip. That one hurts to talk about, boys. Got to take a drink for that one. Cheers. That's why I had to lock in extra hard today on today's MLB slate. Signed by your boy, Juice. Like I said, we got 10 games. The first game starting in about 4 minutes. First game, though, on the slip, on the main slate, the whole slate of MLB today. Cardinals versus Marlins already started. You got Jacob Marcy, the lefty, 1.5 bases. Kid's a stud so far. I believe he's 0 for 1 against the Cardinals pitcher today. He'll get there, I promise you. He's going to get a double. We're not taking a single. We're not taking, get a hit there, hit there. He's going to get a double in today's game, possibly a solo shot. Jacob Mercy, 1.5 bases, going in the gut slip. Mets versus Nationals, you'd have somewhat of a pitchers matchup that's going to be, I think, a low scoring game. Could be wrong, but you got Kodai Senga with that ghost fork pitch that he loves throwing. I don't think the Nationals get too many runs on him. B Rad, Brad Lord from the Nationals, been pretty lately. Say it with me. Garbage. He's been pretty ass. So, but in his last 2 games, he's had, I think, 5 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts. Mets strike out a lot, including your boy Soto and Pete, the polar bear. Um, Anyways, we're not going with anybody. Like I said, I think it might be a little bit of a pitcher's duel. B-Rad is pitching at home in Washington, D.C. Might be locked in against the freaking Mets. Who knows? White Sox versus Braves. Like I said, game starts in about 2 minutes now. First gentleman going on our main slip, Marcell Ozuna for 1 walk. Let's get into it real quick. Really quick. He's had, I believe, a couple of walks in his last couple of games that they played, the Braves. He has 3 against Martin Perez from the White Sox. He has 3 hits. He's a 5 for 8, 3 hits, 1 single, 2 doubles, 3 walks against Martin. Say it with me. Martin Perez. Ozuna, like I said, and they're giving it at like probably minus. Let's go back to it. We're not getting a little green goblin or a red goblin. It's probably like minus 170 right now for that walk, which makes me absolutely confident in it. It's not my favorite prop of the day because we said that yesterday and Talkman decided to go off. I think Ozuna does the same thing, but I cannot ignore the fact that Martin Perez is the same as Bryce Elder. He's going to give up some walks tonight, and we're hoping Marzell gets one of them. He had 2 in his last game, which was yesterday, and then 1 and 1. So he's 3 for 5 with this prop. 1 walk from Marcell Ozuna. Next game, you got Yankees versus the Rays. Brandon Lowe. Whoa, zoom out, brother. Brandon Lowe, 1 run against Cam Schlittler. Schlittler's been pretty good. This one I kept going back and forth on. That's why, I don't know if you saw, but Josh Lowe is on the gut slip. So we're basically going with the Lowe brothers to have a great game. Josh Lowe bats 2 guys behind Brandon. This is going to get confusing to say and to remember. But Brandon Lowe, Schlittler's been bad against lefties. So that's why we're going. They're both lefties, both Josh and Brandon. But I think Brandon, see, I almost got confused. I think Brandon's due for a big game today. He is batting in the 3 spot. I don't think we're literally fading Cody Simpson to not have a good game today because of how he messed us up yesterday. He's probably gonna have a stolen base, so make sure you take that. Yandy Diaz batting second, then you got Brandon Lowe. Behind Lowe, Brandon, you got Caminero, and then Josh Lowe's 2 for 2 against Martin Perez. So we're hoping Brandon gets on base and Caminero hits a bomba or Josh Lowe brings him in. And we cash on that 1 run. Yankees versus Rays. And then you got Athletics versus Twins. Next game, we're going with Larnick on our gut slip for a run as well. I didn't have anybody originally for this game. We locked back in and made sure that we looked at it and did our due diligence with the Athletics team. I wanted to go with Nick the Dog Kurtz. He's probably going to have a home run tonight. He's actually gotten hot lately, but we're going to stay away from him because last time he messed up a slip as well. So because he has the hot hand, kind of scares me tonight. And Bailey Ober probably has a big game. I know the Twins are not playing for much, but Bailey Ober has a big game tonight against the Athletics, possibly 7 to 8 strikeouts. I think they have him at like 6.5, 5.5, 6.5. Could be more on Price Fix, but we're staying away. But he'll probably have it against Athletics. Rangers versus the Royals. I have absolutely nothing. Um, Nothing except Miguel Garcia. Just a little bonus for you guys. I'll put a little smiley face. Look at right there. See it? Little smiley face. Miguel Garcia, a home run. That's all I have. You got Caleb Bauschley and Noah Cameron going at it. I'm just not taking anybody from the Rangers or the Royals today. It's an 8.5 run line. I think there's 5 runs scored today. Maybe. Maybe. I think probably 4. Next game, you got Brewers versus the Cubs. Next gentleman going on the main slip, Contreras. William Contreras, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Once again, I was going back and forth on this one, but you have Yelich, Christian Yelich, and Andrew Vaughn behind him. Contreras is batting in the 3 spot. I wanted to take his run. Listen, the reason why we're not taking his run today because you got Sal Frelick and Isaac Collins in front of him. I believe one of them gets on base and Contreras brings him in. That's 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then even if he's on base, Yelich, or like I said, Andrew Vaughn possibly ground into a double play or something, and he never scores today unless he gets a solo shot. But my gut feeling says Contreras brings in Sal Frelick or Collins. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on the main slip. And then you got Andrew Vaughn, like I said. If I'm wrong, the gut slip will tell you different and say Contreras does run or does get that run scored because of Vaughn or Yelich bringing him in. That's why we're going Andrew on the gut slip. Waving my hand around a lot. Reds versus Angels. Next game, we're going with the GOAT, Mike Trout on the gut slip. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, probably at minus 200. He has really good numbers against the pitcher from the Reds. I want to say he's not 3 for 3. He has had a lot at bats, 6 for 22, two home runs, 5 RBIs against Nick Martinez from the Reds. This is going to be a weird game. I think the Reds probably win. You got Kikuchi pitching for the Angels tonight. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's going to be a very weird game. Don't know where runs are going to be scored from, who's going to score them, but we're going Trout on the gut slip, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Giants versus Padres. Last guy going on the main slip. We got a 4-legger for today's main slip. Giants versus Padres. Ryan O'Hearn, 1 RBI. Going against Landon Roop from the Giants. You got O'Hearn in the 4 spot, cleanup spot today. You have Manny in front of him. You got Fernando, Luis, and Manny in front of him. If this is the prop that doesn't hit tonight, and I'm watching it after the 3 first ones hit, I'll be a little bit upset because I think this hits literally on his first at bat. Fernando 4 for 6, Luis 1 for 7, and Manny 3 for 8. They got a little bit more to play for than the Giants right now. I think everybody thinks Landon Rupp is going to have a good game. Sears actually has been bad. I wanted to take a Giant, but I'm not doing it. I've been to Petco Park. It's playoff atmosphere for them right now. They need a win to keep up with the boys. So, like I said, we're taking Ryan O'Hearn, 1 RBI. I don't see how it doesn't cash in the first at bat. Last game of the night, like I said, our guys, Los Doyers going against the Rockies. Freddie Freeman going in the gut slip. Simple as that. You got Otani, and I don't know if Mookie's should be in the lineup. think it's Otani and Will Smith. Yes. So, okay, Mookie's not in the lineup. You got Otani, Will Smith, and then Freeman. Like I said, Freeman will be on the gut slip. 1 RBI. Nobody really has numbers against this dude, Tanner Gordon from the Rockies, but he is double garbage. They got the run line is at 11.5 in Coors Field. Gonna be a banger. We will have a game stack for that later on. There's the notebook. One more time for you guys' eyes. Signed by your boy Juice. Let's get locked in. Ooh, purple light. To today's slips. Jacob Marcy is still over. Congratulations, brother. Good job. All right, let's get locked in real quick, fast. Let's go. Marcell Ozuna, 1 walk. Brandon Lowe, 1 run, gets brought in by his brother Josh. William Contreras, 1.5 hits, runs RBIs, brings in Sal Frelick or Collins, and Ryan O'Hearn for 1 RBI, brings in Manny, brings in Tatis. This is it. 4-man. Let's get it done. $12 to pay 200. Gut slip goes a little something like this. Like I said, I already told you guys about Jacob Marcy. 1.5 bases. Then you got Josh Lowe, the brother or cousin, or some kind of relative of Brandon. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Trevor Larnach from the Twins, 1 run. Andrew Vaughn, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Freddie Freeman, our boy, the guy, 1 RBI. And then the GOAT, Mike Trout, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. A measly $4 to pay 200. $4. That gets you a couple tacos today. Skip the tacos and put it on the gut slip. Now, all right, those are the slips. We missed by 1 yesterday because of Cody Simpson. I am going to have that game stack for that Dodgers and Rockies game tonight, which will probably hit. Not bragging or anything. But everybody enjoy the rest of your guys' Wednesday afternoon. Cheers. Damn, that tastes good. Thank you guys for watching Lab Session 28, Episode 28, Bet with Juice. Let's hit something tonight, boys. Come on.